He's my he's my analyst. You can't put all this on him. He didn't know the EBITDA and the earnings per share were gonna be that way. He's my analyst. Yeah. What's up, people? You know what I wish? Now I have a new wish in life. I wish I was there with a saucer pan underneath Terrell Owens to catch his tears and then drink them in front of him and then spit them back in his face. What's wrong with you? What's the matter with you, Oh my God. Yeah. I'm not going to say I thought the Giants were going to win. I never even thought the Giants were even going to make the playoffs, but wow. Yippee. Terrell Owens, you got to realize something. You and Carl are now in the same boat. Delusional. Carl thinks he knows how to trade and make money in the stock market, and Terrell Owens thinks he's got it all together. Huh? Buddy, that time when we thought you all committed suicide, if you haven't convinced us now that you have a mental problem, you better check yourself into some sort of program now, Mr. Owens, because you got something loose up there. There's a difference between lunacy that's for fun and like what I do. I'm a little bit crazy, but it's fun crazy. You, my friend, have emotional problems. Go get some medication and go take a nap. All right? Bye-bye, Dallas. Bye-bye, everybody. And all you New York fans who are front-running Dallas guys who come out of the woodwork, that when the Dallas Cowboys are playing well, you get on your hats and you bust out your starter jackets from 1987. Go back, go put your stuff away, and go take a nap. All right. So it's a Monday morning, and of course I'm still short the queue. So of course, eventually you had to know that the market would gap up. What's this, an IBM thing now? So IBM reported some good numbers, so that must mean that Google's once again going to take over every other company. So have no fear. Google should be up about 45 points today, and all the other stuff's going to happen. Not going to say anything what I'm going to do right now. I am covering the rest of the cues because I don't want to be associated with anything this week. Because whatever happens, I'm going to be playing straddles, so there's going to be some debacle. Intel's going to be, wow, Intel's up $1 pre-market. Okay, that ruins that. So I'm going to be looking at stocks that are reporting earnings. I know Intel's coming out, I think, tomorrow. I haven't checked the list yet, but look for companies that are at strike prices, that are reporting earnings this week, to try to keep the straddles as low cost as possible. Don't lay out too much cash on these things because chances are we are going to have some wild swings again this week, considering the volatility that's already been infused into the markets. And then, of course, on top of the earnings season coming is going to be even more volatility, so you might not be able to compensate if you don't have a decent enough move. I'm liking Broadcom again, because that stock's got to be so heavily short at this point that if they have anything positive to say, we're going to get a decent move out of that. Of course, I always like Snail Dick because that always moves. SNDK. I think that might be this week again. I got to go check. But yeah, I'm going to go on eBay and see if anybody's selling Terrell Owens tears, because I hear those are going to be a hot commodity this year at the Sports Collectors Convention. Speaking of conventions, make sure you're there at the Marriott Marquis, the Traders Convention. I'm going to be there trying to make fun of as many people as I possibly can. And about the footage, I'm going to start releasing footage from Vegas, and I'll explain the reasons that none of that got done. And again, my mother-in-law owes me $50 because she thought there was going to be snow on the ground this morning. And I said, don't you understand, the more they sensationalize a storm that's coming and they start interviewing the plow guy, they always get the plow guy. So what are you going to do? Yeah, we're going to load up our trucks. We're going to have stall, and then we're going to be on the side of the road in case it snows. It's the same guy every time. Hence the same impersonation. It's the same guy. Slow news, let's sensationalize weather. Come on. Enough. See you later. Oh, by the way, let's please, for one time, for the Crawlster, can we just keep XM Satellite Radio over 10 by Friday to let my straddle that I set up 6 months ago, my spread whatever the hell you call it. Sometimes I get confused. I haven't taken my Series 7 in like 10 years. But you know what I'm saying. I sold calls and puts, hoping the stock would stay between a range of 10 and 20 6 months ago. And it's coming down to the wire, which I can't believe. It always does. Anyway, XM Satellite Radio, we love in Doral. And I'm not trading this market. NASDAQ futures gapped up 23. I'm probably going to go see what's coming out. What's movies coming out this week? Speaking of movies, Stuart's been bugging me to do another Stuart Screen Scrutiny. We're going to have to condense it this time because the awfulness that is Stuart. Oh, the best thing is he called me. He's like, I don't think I could do it this week because the bags under my eyes are a little bit too big. Stuart, you don't get it. That's why we love you. You're a freak, buddy. Don't you understand yet? That's the concept. That's why we want to see you. We don't want to see you drag on a movie critic show for 10 minutes of you sitting there with your odd editing. We want to see bags under your eyes. If anything, we want to see you start drooling and pass out while you're doing the interviews and stuff. Come on in tomorrow, baby. I'll sit with you. We'll make it a little bit more lively. You're the man, Stuart. Don't forget that. Brown paneling and all. Yeah, why don't you get a job and get the hell out of my basement?